Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk through some of my travel essentials with a baby. So we had just got back from holiday, taking our little 4.5-month-old at the time, Stanley, with us. So I feel like I have a little bit of expertise now when it comes to travelling with a baby. All the stuff that comes with it, because let me tell you, holidaying with a baby is very, very different. Lovely, but just different. You have to be organised. So I did quite a lot of research before I went away about products and things like that I felt like would be best to take with us on holiday. And I'm going to share what worked for us on holiday with you guys, because I know a lot of you are going away. This was actually quite a highly requested video on my Instagram. Every time I put up a question box, somebody was like, can you please give me travel tips? So I thought I would put it in this YouTube video. Now, I just want to say before we start, a couple of things. This video is titled Travel Essentials or Baby Travel Essentials. Nothing is actually essential as long as your baby is being fed and is clean and is happy. That's actually all you need. I hate this kind of like over consumerism of feeling like you've got to have absolutely everything and every product and whatever, all the newest gadgets on the market, because let's be honest, when our parents took us away on holiday, what did they take? Literally a pram. And that was pretty much it, and maybe a parasol. I feel like I don't like using the term essentials too much because you can go away without any of these things, but in my opinion they just make your life a lot easier when you're traveling with a baby. Okay, so let's get started. I've got my iced coffee in my hand. Stanley's having a nap. He could wake up at any point, but hopefully he won't. Hopefully he'll go all the way through so I can get this video filmed, because I've been trying to get it filmed for ages, but mum life, trying to multitask. And let's get started into the video. First things first, I'm going to talk about formula. So if you're breastfeeding and you don't combi feed or you don't use formula, and obviously this isn't going to apply to you, but if you do, these are a couple of things that really helped us. Stanley is now fully formula fed, so we obviously had to make sure on holiday that we took enough formula and that we made sure that we had everything we needed basically to do that. So we actually took our prep machine with us, our Tommy Tippy Perfect prep machine with us, and actually left it in the room. Obviously we didn't take it out with us to the pool, but we just felt like it was a little bit of a have something back at our base that we knew made a bottle quickly. And actually we weren't sure if we were going to take it or not, but once we packed everything we realized that we had a little bit more space left, and actually we had a lot more weight left than what we thought we were going to have. So we decided we were going to take it, and I'm actually really glad we did. I don't think it's an essential to take away with you, but I'm glad we did take it, because in my opinion I felt like we had a base, like we went back to our base, which was our room, and we had everything there that we needed, kind of thing. But for when we were out and about, we mainly used the Newbie Rapid Cool. I bang on about this all the time. I honestly think it's one of the best products on the market at the minute, especially if your baby won't take a cold bottle like mine. Don't even get me started. He used to take a cold bottle absolutely fine until we started using the prep machine at home, and he got used to the warmth of a bottle, and now he will not take a cold bottle or even room temperature. So we have to make sure that we have the Newbie Rapid Cool with us at all times. Super easy to use, really good product, and like I would say if you formula feed, that is an actual essential to take on holiday with you. Have a nice warm bottle ready for them to drink in under 2 minutes. All you've literally got to have with you is formula and hot water, and they're ready to drink it in 2 minutes. So yeah, Newbie Rapid Cool, essential if you formula feed. Ready-made formula bottles, quite a few ready-mades with us, probably not enough in hindsight, but they are so handy. So our hotel actually had a bottle warmer in the main kind of restaurant, and I found that really helpful when I was, you know, doing bottles in the evening when we were having dinner. It turned out kind of like the timings where he always had a bottle just as we were kind of finishing our dinner. So I used to do a ready-made and literally take it straight to the bottle warmer and warm it up there, or I'd put it in the microwave. I know you're not supposed to, but I feel confident put it in the microwave. And yeah, so ready-mades are definitely essential. And if your baby does take cold milk, I would honestly just take ready-mades like with me the whole way, because they're just so easy. Literally open it, pour it in, ready to go. So much easier. And actually when we went to Paris when he was only 9 weeks old, we took just solely ready-made, and it was just so much easier. So the next one is a travel pram. So I was really umming and ahhing whether I needed to take a travel pram or not. We do have, our main pram is the Bugaboo Fox, and I absolutely love it, but if you've got the pram, you'll know it is a bulky pram. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's so comfortable for him. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wasn't sure whether I was going to take it or not, because I thought if it's comfortable for him and he sleeps in it, don't really want to change it up. But I'm so glad we took a travel pram, for a million different reasons really, but the main one being that it was just so much easier to get on and off the plane. It was just honestly such a godsend. So we actually got gifted a hire of a Baby Zen Yo-Yo from the Baby Zen Yo-Yo hire company. I will put all their links down below. They are absolutely amazing. If you guys ever want to hire a yo-yo, if you want to just try it before you buy one, or you want to take it on holiday because you don't want to buy one because maybe you don't go on holiday that much, I highly recommend it. The prices actually start from like £48 a week to take away. Basically get it delivered to your door and then you basically send it off, and that's that. So it's really simple to use. All of the yo-yos go above, you know, in the overhead lockers, whereas some travel prams don't. Every airline's different, so you have to double check that whatever airline you're flying with, your pram fits. And what I loved about the yo-yo is that it fits every single one, and all of the staff know it. So we had quite a few times where they'd say, oh, is that a yo-yo? And you'd say yeah, and they'd be like, oh okay, yeah, that's fine, just go on through. So things like that, just honestly I was like, oh thank God, because a couple of times he was asleep in it, and I thought, God, to get him out now would just be an absolute faff basically. I absolutely loved using it was when we came off the plane, and we were waiting in like the long passport queue to get through into the airport, and everyone was having to hold their babies. It was a late night flight, so it must have been about 10-11 o'clock at night. All the babies were tired, a bit like agitated, so being held, and we just cruised on through with the yo-yo, with Stanley asleep in the yo-yo, and it was just so much easier. And then a lady actually came up to me and said, sorry, can I just ask what pram that is, because ours didn't fit in the overhead locker. And I explained to her that, you know, with the yo-yo it can fit in any, and she was like, oh my God, I've made such a mistake, I've just brought the travel pram and it doesn't even fit in half the airlines. And I was like, oh sorry. So yeah, I highly recommend it, and I really recommend renting it too. Like, we probably only go on holiday, I say probably, I think we're very lucky to, but we go on holiday twice a year, one abroad and then one in the UK, maybe 3 times if we're really lucky. But I just felt like it wasn't really necessary to buy a whole travel pram. I mean, I would love to, but I just thought, is it really necessary? Will I really get the use out of it that I need to? So yeah, for us, hiring one was a game changer. So yeah, definitely if you're on the fence about whether to get a travel pram or take your normal pram, I would definitely recommend a travel pram. Okay, so that brings me on to a pram fan. We absolutely loved our pram fan and we used it every single day. So I will link it down below. I just got this one off Amazon, and it has like a twisty kind of legs, like a tripod leg kind of thing, so you can like maneuver it around anything on the pram or around the cot or wherever you are. You can kind of twist it around so that it stays there, and I really thought that was so helpful. So we had a lot of wind in Greece, so it was quite nice. It wasn't like overly hot every day, but the days where it was hot and like the wind died down, it was almost unbearable. So to have this pram fan was just absolutely brilliant. And when we were like in the restaurants in the evenings or whatever, like we always used to pop the pram fan on him and he loved it. He went straight to sleep, so I think it was just nice and cool and airy for him. So yeah, a pram fan is a definite essential. Another thing that goes onto the pram is a snooze shade. So I think I've banged on about this so many times before too, but honestly, it is an actual game-changing product with a baby, in my opinion. I don't think we would have had, I'm not even joking when I say this is not an ad by the way, I fully paid for this snooze shade. I don't think that we would have had as much of a good experience on holiday with a baby if we hadn't have had this product, and that is how much I love it. It's really safe, so it blocks out all UV sun and it makes sure that it lets like enough air through, so it's like all been like trial and tested and everything. And it just creates that little safe space for them. So every single night basically we would have dinner, he'd have a bottle, he'd go into his yo-yo, and I would put the snooze shade over and he would literally be off. He absolutely loved it. Sometimes he'd need encouragement, don't get me wrong, sometimes he'd need a little bit of walking around, but as soon as I put that snooze shade over, he knew it was like time to go to sleep and it's night time. Honestly, we loved it. We used it in the day, we used it at night, we used it for like walking around the complex, like to try and protect him from the sun. Yeah, we just really loved it. So that for me is a holy grail product, and I wouldn't be without it now. I really wouldn't. Okay, so the next one we didn't actually take on holiday abroad with us, but we've used it probably 3 or 4 times in the UK already this summer on beach days and park dates and things like that. So I thought I'd include it because it's definitely still a bit of an essential item, I would say, with a baby in the summer. And to be honest, in hindsight, if we were spending a lot of time on the beach on holiday, I would have definitely have taken this because it is such a nice little space for them. And that is the baby move little tent thing. So we absolutely love this. So our friend actually gave this to us, who was done with it. She had 2 boys and she just said she was done with it. So she was like, do you want it? I was like, yeah, fine, like thank you, like maybe we'll use it, whatever. We've literally not, I don't think there's been a weekend gone past where we haven't used it in the summer so far. It's absolutely brilliant. So I should put a little video here of me using it. Basically, I'm not sure what this one does because obviously I didn't buy this, but I know that some of them actually like double up as a paddling pool too. But this one I think is just solely like a little tent thing, but it's just so lovely. Like, it keeps all the sun off of him. It's somewhere nice for him to lay, like somewhere nice and safe. And on the beach where you don't always want to take your pram because it gets stuck in the sand and things like that, it's a really nice option for them just to have a little sleep in or have a play in or whatever. Okay, so something else I missed out of the formula feeding section or the bottle feeding section was Milton tablets and Milton wipes. We took quite a few Milton tablets because we cold water sterilised at home anyway, but we did it when we were away. So we basically took like a pop-up washing bowl and these Milton tablets, and that is how we sterilise all the bottles, dummies, the rapid cool, everything. So yeah, definitely do not forget your sterilising tablets. You can pick them up in Boots or Asda or anywhere really. And another thing was Milton wipes too. So quite a few times he'd drop his dummy or like his bottle would like roll onto the floor or whatever, and then with these little Milton wipes just give it a little wipe and then it's nice and sterile again. So yeah, I definitely recommend packing those for sure. So I've used white noise with Stanley since he was born. He absolutely loves it, and literally we put it on every nap time, every bedtime. I really found it an essential when we were away, especially in the evenings. So what we do, like I say, is I put his snooze shade over and then his little white noise machine in his pram with him, like hanging just above his head, and put it on quite quietly, a little bit of white noise. But I feel like that just helped drown out all of the like music or any of the stuff that was going on basically outside of his pram. So I did feel like white noise was a definite essential, especially for them evenings when you want to have a cocktail with your husband or your wife or whatever, and you want to chill out, and baby's like can't really concentrate, can't really relax. That is a definite game changer. Put a bit of white noise on, it's nice and relaxing, it blocks out any kind of really loud noises, and yeah, we absolutely love it. That is all of my travel essentials done. I really hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Like I say, these are not actual essentials. You do not have to get any of them. I just think they personally make life on holiday with a baby a lot easier. Yeah, I really hope the video is helpful, guys. Leave me a comment if you found it helpful, or a like. I would love for you to subscribe too. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I feel like it's taken forever, but I feel like we're getting there. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.